So the 2025-2026 season is fully on. You sit down at your PC, you wanna enjoy proper football with current squads. So you do what makes sense. You buy FC26. Maybe you even throw in a couple of mods. And then you actually play it. And it looks bad. It plays bad. Somehow it feels worse than FIFA did years ago. Players don't run like humans. Animations look stiff and floaty at the same time. The ball behaves like it's filled with helium. And you're just sitting there wondering, how the hell did we go backwards so badly? But you keep playing anyway, right? Because what else are you gonna do? After all, if you want modern squads, modern kits, the current season stuff, this is supposed to be your only option. And I think that's the biggest lie football gamers have been buying for years. The lie that newer game means better one. Because if what you actually want is a fun, believable, modern football experience on PC, then my friend, you're playing the wrong FIFA game. There is another option. One that gives you current rosters, modern presentation, and gameplay that actually still feels like football, without all the nonsense of today's EA games. So here's the deal. You give me a few minutes of your time and I'll show you why a lot of people chasing the 2025-2026 season are looking in the wrong place. And why the best modern FIFA experience in 2026 season might not be coming from recent title at all. The game I'm talking about is FIFA 19. And before anyone loses their mind, no, I'm not saying FIFA 19 was some incredible football game out of the box, cause honestly it wasn't. But with mods, it's a much better video game. So let's speak about those mods first. How do we even get current season in this 7 years old game? To do that, we will need seasonal mod. And we've got here free and paid options. Personally, I haven't used the free one as I cannot be bothered to waste my time and nerves on ads infested links. Cause remember, if something's free, then you are the product. So I bought the seasonal patch that you can see right now on the screen. It got high quality faces, updated kits, scoreboards, balls, menu theme, all you need is here. On top of that, we added gameplay mod, better broadcast camera and level of details mods. All are linked in the video description, so check them out. So yeah, the first reason why we are picking FIFA 19 is that it's very moddable game. Unlike first two games on Frostbite engine, FIFA 19 has proper tools to offer mod support. And honestly, if FIFA 17 and 18 were capable of getting such seasonal mods, then man, that would be a dream. Those two would be my games of choice in the series for any season. But for now, at least, well, they are not. So we pick the next best thing, and that is FIFA 19. So that explains why we take FIFA 19 rather than a bit older titles for current season patching. But why are we not using newer FIFA games like 20 or 23? Well, simply put, that's because from FIFA 20 onwards, EA's football games became progressively worse. See, FIFA 20 marked an end of an era with the introduction of 1v1 defending mechanics. If you're not familiar with that term, it basically means that EA decided that AI of your teammates on defense can be simply removed. Up until FIFA 20, your teammates actually played defense. They would mark runs, reposition themselves to cover defensive holes, and react to changes in strategy. Was it perfect? No, but it was a much more enjoyable experience on defense. Well, how my team actually starts pressing higher when I enable team press tactics in the game. These may seem simple, but are actually non-existent behaviors in newer FIFA and FC games. You know, ever since FIFA 20, defending in the game became much more about micromanaging your brain-dead teammates on defense rather than working as a unit, organically like teams do in real life. And that's a big part why I love FIFA titles between 17 and 19. Then we have the overall feeling of flow and motion on the pitch. FIFA 17 and 18 were the best in this area when it comes to newer games in the series. They had some clunkiness to how players were controlled, but the overall motion was believable and more natural. But then with every new FIFA, the series was adding more and more skating on the pitch. Players started to feel like they are gliding on the grass rather than running on it. Every year after that, the series took steps backwards here, and it all culminated with FIFA 23, which looked absolutely terrible. So yeah, motion in FIFA 19 is a bit worse than in previous games, but it's still far better than anything that came after it. When it comes to gameplay in FIFA 19, there is just still satisfaction to be found on the pitch. Action is sometimes a bit clunky, sure, but it's dynamic and yet believable. You will experience interesting situations in the final third, with some unpredictable goals going in. And you will score goals that will get you hyped. Is it as good and realistic gameplay as in modded Pro Evo 21 and Football Live? No, I wouldn't say so, but it's the closest you can get in FIFA series to realism, while still having that fun and unpredictable time in FIFA series. Alright, so those are the gameplay reasons why we chose FIFA 19 over newer games. But why wouldn't you play older FIFAs from before Frostbite engine times? Well, FIFA 14 and 16 are great football games, and I love coming back to them, but let's be honest, they are over 10 years old by this point. And I would argue that early Frostbite FIFAs look spectacular for their age. And so FIFA 19 offers us satisfying gameplay of previous era while having very good presentation. I actually think that it looks better than new FC titles, and it's seriously not an exaggeration here. I mean, just look at the screen. There is something wrong with the art direction that EA took with the series since FC 24. Players don't look more realistic nowadays at all. Like, yeah, maybe the textures are more detailed, crowds more sophisticated, but it all looks fake, plastic-like. Players on the pitch just look like toy soldiers rather than real players, and that sucks. Now contrast that with more believable look of older FIFA games like FIFA 19, where graphical fidelity was still there, but players moved and looked like real-life counterparts. Why? Well, I don't really know. Maybe that's thanks to proper body proportions that made sense, or maybe it's because just of the animations, I don't know, it just looked real rather than being shiny and fake. So all these reasons combined are why I think FIFA 19 is a great game for playing with current season squads, while getting that fun FIFA football experience that people all around the world fell in love with over the years. It offers high quality presentation without all the downsides and nonsense that comes with FC titles nowadays. And at the same time, it has fun and satisfying gameplay without feeling archaic. Like I mentioned before, if you want to get step-by-step guide on how to set up your FIFA 19 for 2025-2026 season, then consider becoming my channel's member. For a price of a coffee or a half, you'll get plenty of benefits, extra niche videos and thank you gifts in form of exclusive mods. And right now you can see on the screen the list of Hall of Famers of my channel. They are my top tier supporters who make videos like this one possible. Big thanks to all members of my channel for supporting my work. Anyway, that's all from me in this video, thanks for your time and I'll see you in the next one.